Hey, y'all. Welcome to episode number 300 and exactly a year since the beginning of our journey.
So that's almost one episode per day.
And the best part of all of it has been meeting all of you.
We are so grateful, and it makes this show so much better knowing we get to look at this camera and you're on the other side.
And when people ask me, how does it feel to have done the Barbershop Duet for a year? Like an excellent start.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
We are the Barbershop Duet!
hey, y'all, we're so glad to be your Barbershop Duet. Thank you so much for being here and for all of the love and support that you have shown us over the last year. It has meant the world to us and has given our lives great purpose. Giving these two performing kids a production calendar again when we were getting bored out of our minds means everything to us. And this world is just way beyond what we ever expected to find, not just in the quality of the products, but in the quality of the community.
Couldn't have said it better.
All of the amazing friends that we've met. So, y'all, to celebrate, we're going to be having a series of live interviews in our In Conversation series on Instagram and one special one here on YouTube in the summer coming up. So, starting with...
We have Zach and Melody from Moon Soaps themselves on July 7th, Sean from McDuff's on July 14th.
Maybe McDuff himself as well, so stay tuned.
And then Garrett from The Shave Supply, Craig from Opus Brush, Philip from Sharp Shaver, and then also on YouTube, Sinatra Lennon, hopefully later on this summer.
We're going to be singing some songs and playing some music. So, y'all, it is a summer to celebrate ahead here in our barbershop, and we are so grateful that you're here with us. And let's talk for a second about the soap that we have been saving for our 300th episode. So, being giant fans of, well, barbershops around here. In fact, we did Barbershop Month in January where we really got an education.
Yes.
One of our all-time favorite artisans and two of our all-time favorite people are Zach and Melody at Moon Soaps. This is about 90 miles south of here in Santa Cruz, California. In fact, if you just saw the Santa Cruz episode, they had their first new release in a year, y'all. And boy, was it something special. So, when we were first talking to them, we found out that this soap, Union, their barbershop, is Zach's personal favorite. So we knew this one had to come at a very special time and on a very special day because Moon Soaps is a very special artisan to us. So y'all, welcome to our 300th episode and what we hope is going to be a spectacular barbershop. But we'll know when we meet the soap. All right, y'all. So from the sales page at moonsoaps.com.
Union Shaving Soap is a sharp, cooling, and pungent take on a classic American-style barbershop fragrance. Okay, it's a step back into the 1950s, awesome, when the hard work of a craftsman was not only common, but appreciated.
And when Marty McFly was inventing the skateboard. Y'all, the barbershop is sort of the last vestige of a place where you go to find community. So in our sleepy little town, like when 9/11 happened, it's funny, but everybody went to the barbershop. And that's where the news was on. And that's where they were and that's where they were drinking heavily because it was stressful. And we had the presidential debates the other night. And I love that our local news affiliate went down to the barbershop to get the man on the street interview because that is still where community is and where people go to hang out and talk about what's happening in their lives and what's happening in the day and what's happening in their world. Y'all. So I think it is one of the most gutsy and creative things that an artisan can do is to create a barbershop, especially if they are able to find their own lane with it, which I am told Moon Soaps has done beautifully. How do you feel about all of these barbershop scents that I've been sort of hoisting on you?
No, it's true. I feel like, obviously, before we entered this Wet Shaving Words 300 episodes ago, I didn't really have an idea of what that was. And I knew it was clean, but now it's very cool to see how each artisan kind of tweaks it and makes their own version of that. Some are powdery, some are just more clean. I know we call it the blue side. And then there's other ones that are just spins on a barbershop, like that, a little personal thumbprint. So it is very cool because I almost want to say that's like a standard scent to have. Everyone should have a barbershop that they enjoy, scent-wise. And then have your other fun stuff that goes around it. But this is kind of like the no-brainer. Just grab, do you want to smell good? Perfect. Barbershop's the one to go with,
And I love that a lot of them even capture that sense of community spirit inside the scent somehow, along with a cleanly, dapper, gentlemanly sense. So, y'all, if you have never experienced a Moon Soaps unboxing, you are in for a treat. Let's do this one. All right, y'all. So we opened this to get Santa Cruz out
We
to do
did.
the review the other day. But look, there are stickers,
stickers.
on the box, and just the
Yay.
little touches that Melody puts into her packaging are just beautiful.
Speaking of little touches.
And yo, we've got a note! So let's take a look here. This says... Dear Marcus and Sarah, thank you for all your love and support. We truly appreciate you and value our friendship. We have to get together soon. I've enclosed 2 sets. The black tissue paper is the Union Barbershop set for your 300th episode. Looking forward to seeing what you think. Warmest regards,
Aw.
Zach and Melody. Y'all, thank you
too.
so much for sending this out for free and believing in our little show and for sending it out for our 300th episode.
I know,
Because I can't think of a more perfect soap to do.
I can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
Just to have from our first episode,
know.
and now we're here.
And Bixby was one of our very first that
First
we did.
from
And
me, too.
boy, we knew we had the right show going as soon as we smelled that. Astoria
true.
came after that, and Amaretto. So
Now we're about to have another
the
one.
Barbershop. We've been saving this.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
years ago, I think she's doing the
That,
splash.
Maybe.
Melody.
Oh, wait. Okay,
Oh,
you open
thank
that
you,
one.
guys.
You gonna help me, Lainey?
It's got the sticker.
Oh, she's
Look,
sniffing
y'all, look at that. It's the little touches. I hate to break it.
Oh, these labels.
Here it is, y'all. Union. I love it. And let's see this
Okay.
one.
Oh wait, we'll do perfect friends. Oh man, look at that.
There they are, y'all, the perfect friends holding the door open to what we hope is a fantastic barbershop. But there is one way to find out. Let's have our first impression!
I think it's your turn to go first.
I was so hoping she would say that. I was hoping she did.
I think you're gonna just have to dive in there.
I normally don't like to go first, but y'all, we have had 2 moon soaps this week, and we haven't smelled one since Christmas because they only have
hold
10.
out.
We're trying to savor them, pace ourselves a little bit. So, the Union Barbershop. Okay, here we go. I've been staring at this label on Shave of the Days for almost
know,
a year.
it's so
y'all.
true.
All right, here we go.
So they started clean slate for this scent.
Right.
It's not like it's just kind of one we might know. It may hint at something, but I'm very curious to see what they constructed.
And I was texting Zach the other day. He said, "Oh, Union, that's my favorite. That's my favorite." Okay, so here we go, y'all. Ready?
Okay, we're going for it. 300th whiff? I don't know. Probably more.
Oh, I love this. Y'all, hold on. Strap in, because I'm going to say something that might be a little surprising. This is the least sweet barbershop I think we've got.
Ah, okay.
It's not done with the sweets. Y'all, it's done with the masculines. And it's gorgeous. And it's moon soaps. So it's charming and beautiful. And I only needed half a whiff to even get that much.
no.
Okay, hold on a second.
What are we whiffing here besides it not being sweet?
Y'all, it's the spices and the charm. There's no powder in this. Y'all, this is a brand new take on the barbershop. And I'm loving this. And I don't know how, but this is absolutely giving me that vintage throwback to Marty McFly walking into a barbershop and seeing his dad sitting waiting for a fade. Whoa, a tiny bit of bay in this, but it's not a bay rum. Not at all. Look at my face. Not a bay rum. But I think there's a little bit of bay that might be hiding in this, or if it's not, it's an herb. It's a spice.
Something close.
Hold on. And then, it's a very natural, friendly, subtly sweet note that comes in after that, but it's not a powder. No, it's an herb.
Okay.
And y'all, there are no florals in this either. I know there are a couple of other 1955 scents that are very floral heavy. This is not.
Okay.
Whoa, this is done with woods and spices and bay and masculine scents. I see gold and browns and the deep red from the label. Y'all, this is a different kind of barbershop. I'm kind of getting a firefighter's barbershop.
Oh, interesting.
Kind of a thing, like a barbershop that needs to put you back on your feet and make you a manly man so you can go out and save some lives and break down some walls.
Well, I think that's kind of why it was named Union, right?
Wow.
The union workers and that kind of stuff.
Zach was inspired by that idea, right? Wow. And y'all, a subtle scent. So again, not one that's going to be really pervasive around you, one that's going to be more like a friend on your shoulder. Whoa, y'all.
Are you getting the clean, leaving the barbershop kind of vibe? Or is it still more that personality?
No.
Okay.
No, this is not like your whites and your cleans. This is more of your masculines, your spices, your friendlies, your charmings. And a wood that's not a cedar. Well, I know, but y'all, whoa, not a mahogany, but a richer, darker, spicier, wood scents in this. Okay, hold on. I need you to get your nose on this. This is beautiful, y'all. Wow, what a different barbershop.
I don't know if I'm ready for this. My goodness.
Wow, I know. Okay,
I just had a total flashback of like our first videos of us trying to find words, and I felt like we were just saying, it's clean, it's nice,
know some
it's
of them were kind of funny, because some of them we were able to kind of nail, but some of them we were just like, I have no idea how to describe this. I'm too new to this world.
Right. So it's very cool to be at our 300 to know, like, wait, that's not a good enough description. Hold on.
A little bit gobsmacked and still be a little bit unable to describe these scents, right?
This says extra slick tallow formula.
And it is, y'all.
And it says a high grade mentholated. Just in case we didn't say that earlier.
A little bit of a
There's a little menthol clean fresh here.
See what you get. I'm
going in. Ooh, it's kind of a whiter kind of base. Okay. Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah, I totally get that flashback, like time zone wise. Like I am taken back. I can't tell if that's is that a woodsy? Is that a deep leather? Like there's something, like I almost smell like the leather chair and the barbershop, like the wood on the walls is like old time wood, you know?
This only shares about 20% maximum with any other barbershop I've ever smelled. So let's start there, y'all. This is brand new and beautiful. Now, do you see how for me, it's done with more of the woods and the herbs and the deeper spices?
Yes.
Do you get any kind of powder or floral?
If there are, they're so well disguised in there that it's hard to pull out. It's just enough to make it not too dark of a scent.
Right.
Like there is something in there that's keeping it a more medium tier.
Right.
Not crazy dark, not crazy bright, but it's kind of like in that mid zone. Yep. But I do get like, you know, the worker's man vibe.
I do too.
You know, I really get that.
I'm not sure how, but when I was a cemetery worker and you shower after work, if you know what I mean, and you're digging graves and trimming around headstones all day for a living, it was one of the most satisfying and fantastic jobs that I had. And I don't know how to explain it, except that there was just something for me about being outside, something about the manual labor and the satisfaction of that. And I joined the union, and it was really cool because my dad was like management and the union was not. They were kind of at odds. So nobody quite knew how to handle that whole scenario, right? They were like, well, should we be nice to him? He's paying his dues now. So yeah, that was kind of funny. But y'all, I was able to put in my earbuds and listen to my ball games all day. And there was just something about that union job that I had that I absolutely loved it. And this barbershop is the kind of barbershop that's going to take somebody like me and put me back on my feet. I can smell that they are literally transforming me into somebody that's ready to take on the night rather than somebody that's been digging graves all day. Right. That's this barbershop.
And to me, I really can picture like my dad is a painting contractor, and every morning you'd hear him and the guys, workers getting all the trucks ready to go to the jobs, like part of that daily routine of literally putting your hard labor and sweat into things, or helping my grandpa in the shop, like rearranging everything, like while he's working on cars. Like there is something about this scent that has that
the working man's barbershop.
So I know there's not a motor oil, and I know there's not those parts in there, but there's something about this type of scent. I don't know how it is made, but I can appreciate that type of person is exactly who would want to wear this.
Yeah,
and use
y'all,
this.
and we have a splash. Hold on, I know we haven't even lathered yet, but I want to discover what mysteries and wonders are also hiding in this. All right, here we go. Wow. Okay, y'all, this is not the smell of clean. This is the smell of well put together. I don't know how to better say that. Yeah, y'all, this is the scent of new clothes going out for a new adventure on the town in a new place. That's what this is. It's not clean. It's well put together for a dude's night out. That's what this is.
I'm taking a whiff of this again, and then I'll dive into that. Okay. But I'm trusting your nose first here.
Wow, and the menthol, the kiss of menthol from the splash is beautiful. All right, take that in. See what you think.
These labels,
the
my goodness.
Spices, y'all, in this are just gorgeous.
Wow. Okay, the menthol's in there, and I don't think it's that black licorice-y scent, but it's something like that just has like a worn in kind of vibe, you know?
I am not a fan of black licorice, but I love the star anise that's in like the barbasols, and I can see how there's a faint wisp of that.
It's something close to that if it's not that.
Just a little in the background, but it's there.
I don't think it's an oud, but it's almost that like burnt something. I don't know. It's in that category of that deeper kind of vibe.
That's what I mean by put together, but not necessarily clean. It might be an oud.
It's something like that. It has a fun personality though. Yes. Like we don't have something like this in our den at all.
And y'all, this is a barbershop where I sense a fire going Like in a fireplace, like this is a wintry barbershop where you like go in and take off your coat and your scarf and go sit by the potbelly stove. That's this
But
for
think
me.
of like
I sense that.
Think of the 1950s.
Right.
Like the dudes that were working in those overalls, like the coverall setup,
Right.
or you had a uniform, like that was part of what you did
We
for a
are
living.
the men of Texaco.
Yeah, it just, everyone had like that put together uniform for work.
Right.
And then after work, everyone had their ties and their two-piece things. Like your outfit was a very different focus. And there's something about this scent that is just built in. Like you left the shop and now you're going to get all fancy. It just, that part of the worker's man is stuck in you.
I'm so glad you said that. Because y'all, go to Google right now and look up people going to church in the 50s. You know what you're going to see? You're going to see hordes of people that are so put together, it's threatening. You're like, how'd you get that coat that pressed?
The matching hat, the glove.
The matching hat, y'all.
Yeah.
This speaks to a time when that sort of put togetherness mattered. And I get every sense of that in this. And that's where this is building its charm. In the charm where your hat matches your coat, matches your pants, matches your socks, and you've got a fob on your pocket watch.
Everything was tailored to fit. You know, it was just a different focus.
That's the sense I get from this.
I don't know if I even want to figure out what's in here because I'm enjoying us just trying to stumble over our words.
I know,
and
we
try,
could just
but,
end it right here. You smell better just watching this, but we probably should look at the scent notes. All right, y'all, so back to the sales page at moonsoaps.com. Union is comprised of a complex blend of
fresh. I would not have guessed this. Lemon.
Y'all,
I mean, it makes sense, but my brain wasn't going
wouldn't
there.
have either. I wouldn't have caught that either.
It's not it doesn't stay with me as I'm whiffing.
Y'all,
but
it's
there.
just a part of the lemon. It's sort of the soapier part of the lemon. Can I say that?
I think so. It just keeps, it's like, you know, it's the brighter side of the scent so that I think whatever's at the bottom is a little heavier. Like it's making that depth really be part of the scent.
The lemon doesn't give a lemon sense. It just gives us like a streak of sunlight sense to it, right?
Right.
And then.
Soft sandalwood.
This is where we're getting into it, folks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I totally get that. We were saying woodsy.
And y'all, this is the one that opens the door to this being a masculine soap. I think the sandalwood is the sweetest thing in this entire thing. And yet the charm, the beauty of this, like the friendliness of this without needing to like prove it's clean is such a fantastic idea for a barbershop. And then
Oak moss.
the barbershop. Here we go. Something traditional.
And then, these are together.
And off we go again.
Amber musk. Together. I totally get that.
Love
That's the trying to like
that,
the clean but dirty side. You know, does that make sense?
Oh,
it's like
a golden brown musk. That's that charm in
that's
this.
intriguing.
That's the enigma.
It's here for sure.
Whoa.
And then Marcus was so right, I can't even see straight. Did you read this?
No. Gentlemen, if I don't get a placard for this, the next set note is
Bay.
Bay.
Marcus said Bay without the rum.
Sometimes
You
it
straight
works.
up said it.
Well, sometimes it's undeniable. All right, and then finally,
Oh, this makes so much sense now. I wish I would have thought of this. I mean, you were saying spices, but we didn't know which one. So, a subtle touch of nutmeg.
that's why I love Zach and Melody. That's why I love Zach and Melody. Because they walked up to this and they went, it's perfect. It's perfect. Wait.
Nope.
It needs one last thing. Psst, nutmeg. And y'all, that is what breaks this
I get
open. And again, think about nutmeg. It's not sweet. It's the perfect analogy for this. It's not a sweet scent, but it is. It's so friendly that it sort of gives that illusion of a sweetness when nutmeg in and of itself is acrid and bitter if you taste it. But y'all, that is what's happening here. These spices are coming together to create the sense of a super friendly, super put together, super dapper, vintage dude without needing to be a sweet, powdery thing in your face. In your face.
And just like taking a whiff of this, there's personality to this scent.
Right.
It's not, you know, it's something you would smell
Right.
and kind of like want to get to know the person or be
Right.
intrigued by it. It's friendly, but it's just a new type of scent.
Yes.
Like that Bay Amber Musk combo is a whole new different thing than we've had before.
Yep. And my grandfather had 4 brothers. And here's the thing. Some of them worked super hard during the day, like manual labor. They were dirt farmers, right? And a couple of them didn't. There is just something about those uncles that worked super hard and came home smelling to high heaven at the end of every day that made their personalities somehow, for me, more connected to this planet, more connected to what life is all about. I mean, there's even stuff in the Bible that talks about why hard work is important.
Yeah,
So like, y'all, there is just something about a barbershop that's designed not to make you smell like you haven't put in a hard day's work,
right,
but to make you smell like you've put in a hard day's work.
You've earned it.
Now, right.
You know?
And you have earned how good you're about to smell. And it's going to put you together for a fantastic adventure as a reward for everything that you just put into your day. That's what I'm sensing from this soap. Zach and Melody, y'all, I was ready for an awesome barbershop, but not such a fantastic vibe. You guys really nailed this.
There's actually more we have to read here. We've added grapeseed oil to this classic wet shaving soap for increased slickness and improved post-shave feel, as well as menthol for a refreshingly clean finish. The cooling sensation is moderate. The slickness is exceptional. We drew our packaging inspiration for Union shaving soap from vintage coffee cans, beer bottles, and oil cans from the 50s and 60s. That is awesome.
No, I
saw
totally
that,
get that,
but I didn't really get that that's where they were. Look at even that looks like an actual Union logo.
I know. And we know Zach is a really talented graphic designer. Could we put in a request? Zach and Melody, we would love posters.
Maybe t-shirts
of these labels. I know we're a little silly, but this is the show that we do. These would look so amazing in our house. Like these are so beautiful. Zach and Melody, if you would, because we have a few shaving posters around.
We need some.
Love to add these.
Just saying.
So y'all, I'm pulling the lever on the side of this chair. We're taking this down a little bit. I think there's a little anise in this. I think she's right. I think there's
are we
just
secretly figuring out the magic?
A little poop of it, but her
it
nose.
It may not.
I have learned to trust her nose. I have mentioned to artisans, Sarah got a little bit of popcorn in that, and they're like, yeah, that's exactly what we put in there. So,
I guess after 300 episodes, we may be figuring
I am
something
learning
out.
to defer to her better nose, y'all.
Okay, we got to build a lather because we have been distracted.
Where did you get this brush?
So, speaking of moon soaps, this is my moon soaps brush. And I went with this one because I had a little bit of the wood vibe, but then these awesome colors. How could I not? And this brush is so wonderfully soft. Yeah. I just can't. And then because we went barbershop mode, we had to get our Vanulay barbershop themed honeycomb bowl to use because, of course,
Barbershop Bougie from Sean and Julie Smulders. Thanks, you guys. A new addition to our shave cabinet.
We're getting a little brighter here.
Love that you said that anise from Barbasol. I think that is.
I don't know, or it's a hint. It's like recreating something from the 50s that my brain took that way, you know?
Yeah. All right, y'all. So this is something you will only see here on the Barbershop Duet. This is the coal miner's daughter with on 3, 1, 2. Okay.
Well, he closed it. Wow, it's pretty darn close. That got cleaner. There's like a little brighter thing happening.
Mint woke up in this a little bit. The herbs woke up in this. The bay went to sleep a little bit in this. And some of the others kind of crept around the outsides. Woo! Yeah, and what a beautiful lather. So,
I know, keep going.
We realize that on our shaving shows, we like to watch how the lather covers the face. So while we don't do shaving, we are now going to start doing this. All right, here we go. Wow.
Oh, that brush feels
Are
good.
you serious? Are you serious right now? Look at that. Look at this.
They added whatever the magic grapeseed oil. Maybe that's what's happening. Because I'm feeling that slickness.
Ooh, okay, hold on a second.
It's very slicky. What's going on?
Yeah, look at that. And then 2 coats, 3 coats, 4 coats, and then you could set a drink on it. Y'all, some of the best lather in the industry. Keep pushing down. You're not going to break that slickness.
But that stuff is
just lets my razor go ice skating. Oh, love it. Oh, the woods in this are just beautiful.
Yeah, I honestly feel like my grandpa would have totally enjoyed this scent. Whatever is happening with the amber musk, because a lot of those amber aftershaves, they had that kind of in there. I don't know, but I'm falling more in love with this little personality character that's happening.
You know why I love this one? There are 2 kinds of dudes that I run into when it comes to shaving soaps. The kind that really are kids in candy stores that love the Katie's Bubble Saturday morning Fruit Loops as much as they love the Brute homages. Y'all just taking all comers. But here's the thing. There are some that like more of a dapper shave, and that's what I've kind of experienced as the other type of wet shaver, the kind that more my dad is along the lines of that team, where he wants something a little bit more traditional. He wants something a little bit more reserved. He wants something a little bit more elegant, a little bit more refined in his shave that doesn't need to be reminiscent of the beach, kind of things like that, right? This is probably the first soap where I'm like, this would be equally beloved by either type. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Like, it has all of that beautiful, charming, like, grown-up nature that I feel like my dad would really like. But it also sort of has that whimsical barbershop nature that I would really
Yep.
like. That being put together sense of more like a superhero's alter ego.
That's fun.
Right. And then Dad can think of it a little bit more like a business executive in a suit kind of thing, right?
By the way, the menthol here is happening.
I feel it. I feel it
so
too.
you know,
Jack
it's
Frost is
happening.
nipping at my nose.
Speaking of our hot day, it does feel pretty refreshing.
really
I've
does.
gotta say. Yeah, okay. We have a few soaps that are clearly meant to be, flashbacks to a different time.
Right.
And this one does have that, but you're right. There's something in it that's so refreshing and new that I do feel like it has a place in a current timescape as go.
So it's pretty simple, y'all. The Dollar Shave Club is going to screw you over, and you and your beloved are going to come up with this idea that while you do have your brand new Henson, these shaving soaps look amazing, and wouldn't it be awesome to open them on camera and get our first impression for everybody? And just about the time you start to meet all of these amazing artisans and all of these amazing community members, you got your own. So head over to moonsoaps.com where you'll find this and a ton of other stuff I want. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Union. My favorite thing about this is they have taken my favorite genre of shaving soap, the barbershop, and completely reinvented it the same way that Wendy Carlos reinvented music or Stanley Kubrick reinvented film. This is the working man's barbershop. In the same lane, but a long ways away from Barbasol, but friendlier, spicier, more interesting, deeper. Y'all, this is a barbershop that anyone would be proud to have on their shoulder, that denotates a hard day's work done and a fun night of reward ahead. Zach, this one is yours. Thank you, Moon Soaps. Welcome to Messages.
So we wanted to offer a $20 gift card to Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements just for you!
Yo! And all you have to do to be eligible is send an email here to WeSetYou at thebarbershopduet.com and mention our PAA giveaway. And then be one of our subscribers here on YouTube. Maybe check out what Douglas, Fran, and Huxley have going on their website. And check back here on August 3rd when we draw our lucky winner on the show.
Best of luck!
Y'all, I love that the ones with the melody vibe have sort of a nurturing charm to them. And these Zach ones have a masculine, put-together feel like you've got a coach or an uncle that's patting you on the shoulder and telling you look great and you're going to have a good time tonight.
It just feels like you get to know them. Each scent that we add from there to our category, like it's just like a deeper way to get to know, because you know how much time they spend for all of these scents and different things, and it really does come through. Like you can tell that they labored over making this really get that scent they want.
Yeah, that is funny. We were talking about that the other day, that when we do take in a scent for the first time, one of the senses that we get now is exactly how much work was put into it. And wow, y'all.
This has the thumbprint of Moon Soaps on it for
Unions
sure.
for sure. I love that our 300th soap was still filled with so many surprises.
I know, I can't imagine what our 600th is going to smell like. My goodness, we might need a bigger house.
Y'all, to all of the artisans, to all of the distributors, to everybody in this world who's been so kind to us, but most especially to the Whiff Pack. Thank you so much for being in our live chats every Wednesday and Saturday. We look so forward to spending this time with you. We talk about it before we go to bed the night before.
We do.
And we look so forward to hearing about your day and your girlfriend and what you're shaving with and your lives, and it helps give ours great purpose.
It really is the best part of this journey so far. We had no idea what was going to be ahead when we did our first episode, and I can't wait to see what happens with our next one.
Thank you all so much for being here. You make us the Barbershop Duet.
Don't forget your next appointment.
You'll smell better just watching this.